أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله والله أكبر الله أكبر ولله الحمد الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله والله أكبر الله أكبر
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله والله أكبر الله أكبر ولله الحمد الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف المرسلين سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه أجمعين. Respected elders, parents, brothers and sisters in Islam, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu, and Eid Mubarak to you on this glorious morning. My name is Shamim Badania. It's an honor to welcome you to the 36th TIP Family Eidgah. These are unusual times. We're in the midst of a global pandemic and responses in the form of lockdowns, social distancing, and varying levels of social isolation, which have impacted and affected our lives in dramatic ways. However, despite the difficulties and problems, it's also been a time imbued with a community spirit of love, compassion, and empathy for those most affected. This is the spirit that our community has lived out this Ramadan, and this behoves us to celebrate Eid al-Fitr today with a sense of hope, light, and love as we turn to Allah in gratitude, seeking forgiveness, and beseeching Him for protection and help. Ya Ghafoor, Ya Shakur, Ya Nasir. Unusual times beckons an unusual response. Because of the global pandemic, we may not congregate as we usually do. Yet, our intention as TIP to create an inclusive community space to celebrate Eid collectively remains the same. We shall use this online Eidgah to find the solidarity of community beyond the isolation, to celebrate connection beyond isolation. We will live stream a family Jamaat. There are a number of different scholarly options on the validity of following a Jamaat online. And so we leave it to you to decide if or how you join the Jamaat or follow the Imam in Salah. So please participate fully in the program. When it is time for Salah, you may perform with our Imam online, or you can perform either the Eid Salah or 2 rakats of Salatul Duha on your own or with your family. So briefly, our program is as follows. We shall be addressed by our guest speaker. This will be followed by a summary in English of the Arabic khutba to be delivered by the Imam, and an explanation of how to perform the Eid Salah. We shall then switch over to Mbumbulu, to the Imam and his Jamaat for the Salah, khutbah, and Dua. This will be followed by a recording of our familiar Salatul Salam by our own Inayat Petka. We expect the formal program to finish by 8 a.m., Insha'Allah. Please join the meet and greet and live messages in the Zoom room thereafter, and we hope that you have registered, and if you're not, you will still have an opportunity to register just before the end of the program. We trust that, Insha'Allah, that you have distributed your fitrah. TIP can be found on various social media platforms. Search for us on Facebook, on TIP Family Eidgah, like our page. Please follow us on Twitter and Instagram under the handle @TIP Family Eidgah. Please do continue to support TIP with your generous community funding, as there are still significant costs in mounting an online program such as this one. Let me now take the opportunity to introduce you to our speaker, Tasmi Kwazi Badania, and I have to confess, my beloved wife, so I'm very excited for this morning's program. Prior to a serious motor accident in 2018, she worked as the research officer at the non-profit organization Asiya Etafuleni. This organization serves informal traders. Tasmi was selected as one of Mail and Guardian's top 200 young South Africans for 2013. She holds several qualifications, including a Master's in Development Studies from UKZN. Tasmi is a proud mother of our twins. She's passionate about social justice, and before her accident, she was a practitioner of traditional martial arts. A no mean feat, I must say. So let me now take this opportunity to welcome Tasmi. Thank you, Tasmi. It's now time for you to deliver your address.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Alhamdulillahi rabbil alameen. Wassalatu wassalamu ala Sayyidina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Amma ba'd. Jazakallah for welcoming us as tip into your home on this auspicious day of Eid al-Fitr. Alhamdulillah, we made it to this day after a particularly dramatic lead-up, what with being in a 35-day national lockdown. We are still respectfully observing social distancing and appearing before you online. Right at the onset, I should declare that I am an accident survivor. I not only can't use my legs, but I suffered traumatic brain injury and spinal cord damage. I'm confined to a wheelchair and can't use my right hand, which is a travesty, being right-handed. Now, the reason I'm telling you all this is not to have a pity party. I was in a comatose condition for 2 months on intensive life support, after which I needed a tracheostomy tube that enabled me to breathe, which unfortunately affected my voice in its volume, tone, and pitch. I apologize in advance for my tendency to gurgle and run out of breath. However, on a positive note, many have attributed me as a living miracle, which is why I chose to appear before you on this virtual Eid program. One more dramatic declaration. Another accident survivor, Rayan Asmal, who we eagerly observed, sadly passed on recently. I dedicate this English khutbah to commemorate and celebrate his life, Insha'Allah. I will talk about how COVID-19 is uniting humanity. So, my title for this talk may sound rather odd. Where the coronavirus is at this moment, its global death toll reached 340,000, with confirmed cases which top 5.4 million, and more importantly, over 2.2 million recoveries. Worldometers is my daily source. However, it is the first time I strangely feel everyone's empathy for being an accident survivor, particularly my coping mechanism, which is a moment-by-moment survival strategy. This is because a relatively small minor upset, such as a bend on my catheter tube or missing one tablet at a specific time, can result in severe impacts for the rest of my day or even week. Similarly, if our tots overzealously bump into my wheelchair, it can send me off on a tailspin as I try to manage many things at once. My everyday world is an unpredictable one. This means that I have no choice but to trust Allah and the means and support that is made available to me through my family and helpers, and inner resolve that Allah is taking care of me. This mirrors what we all now face with COVID-19, a topsy-turvy, unpredictable world. We are learning with each moment what the different infection, death, and more importantly, survival rates are, as well as the coping mechanisms each country embarks on. The world has no choice right now but to recognize that we are not in control. Allah is. We must just do our part and then have tawakkul on Allah, Allah Ta'ala. My Sufi inclinations help me to see that much more clearly. The second undeniable factor is how it is mysteriously equalizing power relations between countries. The first lot of nations to get affected were in relatively developed countries, and only afterwards were the less developed nations to acquire it. We have now started to see how the poor within the nation are made even more vulnerable. Lockdowns, which are an absolute necessity, impacted the poor and marginalized the most. Many with no access to work, livelihoods, and even unsure of their next meal. And how does one even practice social distancing with numerous people confined in a small shack in an informal settlement? So, this is also a time for us to reflect on our own privilege. This needs a twofold response: a deep sense of gratitude to Allah for the comfort we still enjoy, and the action of giving and serving during this time of difficulty for those suffering in our neighborhoods, the townships and informal settlements that are a stone throw away from wherever you live. Lastly, the coping mechanisms each country inevitably faces involves a national lockdown. I relate to this in light of my car accident on 27 May 2018. I have since been bound to have my body on a wheelchair in a totally uncharacteristic way than before my accident. I was humorously renowned to have itchy feet and prone to suffer cabin fever like a true medical condition. Whereas right now, people globally have been forced to be bound to their homes to lower the spread of the coronavirus. A double whammy for me. What has consoled me is the reminder from the Quran, namely Surah Al-Imran, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, verses 190 and 191. There are signs in the creation of the heavens and the earth, and in the alternation of night and day for people of understanding. Remember Allah while standing, sitting, and lying on their sides, and who ponder over the creation of the heavens and the earth, saying, Lord, you have not created all this without purpose. Glory be to you. Save us from the torment of the fire. Moreover, if anything, I prove that you can still survive, even thrive, after facing a significant life-altering disaster. So please, world, don't lose heart, because there are blessings within the disaster. Maybe nature is reclaiming control over humanity. COVID-19 is uniting humanity, foremost us with our loved ones, just as I have been made to see. You have to see from your heart after you grieve. When we see from the heart, our focus shifts from ourselves to that which Allah is pointing us to. Recognize Allah's power, mercy, and love. Look around you, and you will be dazzled by how Allah Ta'ala has shown you all these qualities in these past few months alone. Inshallah. We don't forget when Allah removes this trouble from us, because we are prone to forget that we implored Allah for relief. As in Surah Yunus, verse 12, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, Allah says, we remove his trouble, he goes on his way, as if he never prayed to us for the removal of his trouble. So we need to deeply reflect on our inner attitude and outer adab, what our inner attitude and outer adab needs to be in a post-COVID world where the pandemic has run itself out or a vaccine and cure has been found. On that point, we ought to make dua of gratitude, Ya Shakur, for our frontline workers who are knowingly risking their own lives to protect us, specifically those that have passed on, again, for us. We are aware that many Muslims are feeling distressed about the masjid and not being able to go there because of the lockdown and social distancing. However, being confined to our homes is sadly very natural for us womenfolk. Inshallah, it gets the Muslim Ummah to be more mindful of the conscious and unwitting marginalization of Muslim women through patriarchal tendencies. The lockdown and social distancing is an opportunity to reset and reconfigure our relationship with each other, the environment, and our Creator. Now, for a heartfelt dua for Rian Asmal's grieving loved ones, especially for Sabrun Jamilan, until we are united on Yawmul Qiyamah to share gratitude in Allah's presence. Jazakallah for being with us. Inshallah, the rest of your Eid, Eid al-Fitr, is as unique as it promises to be. Since we aren't allowed outer journeys, we have more energy for inner journeys, inshallah. Remember, in Surah Al-Inshirah, Allah Ta'ala beautifully declares in verse 5, verily, with every difficulty comes relief, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum.
Thank you, Tasmi. At this moment, my heart is overflowing with gratitude because it was 2 years ago on this day where we knew whether Allah will bring you back to us or not. So you really are a miracle to us, and I'm really grateful for that because it was at the tip Eidgah that we were waiting. So let me now take this opportunity to introduce you to our Imam, Sheikh Salim Banda. Sheikh Salim studied theology and linguistics at the University of Medina in Saudi Arabia. He holds additional qualifications in project management and in human resources from 2 universities in South Africa. He's the director of the World Assembly of Muslim Youth, WAMI, in South Africa, and holds a variety of leadership positions in other religious and educational institutions. Sheikh Salim regularly engages in interfaith activities on behalf of the Muslim community and is active in humanitarian work. I'd now like to just share with you a summary of the khutbah that Sheikh Salim will deliver shortly. In his khutbah, Sheikh Salim praises and seeks forgiveness from Allah. He further calls on Allah to protect us from the coronavirus. He laments the challenges of the lockdown preventing us from congregating, praying Taraweeh, and gathering together for Eid. But he also notes that it is a unique opportunity to reflect upon our relationship with Allah. He reminds us to be mindful of the safety and security we have enjoyed, while many in the world are still experiencing suffering from war and violence. Sheikh Salim asks Allah to accept our actions, to forgive our shortcomings, and to accept all our acts of ibadat. And finally, he advises us that Allah says in the Quran, "Remember me, I will remember you. Be grateful to me and do not reject faith." As we prepare for our Salah, I'd like to remind us of the format of the Eid Salah. This year, we shall be performing according to the Hanafi school of law. First, we will all make our intention to perform 2 rakats of Salah for Eid al-Fitr behind the Imam with 6 extra takbirs facing the Qibla. The Imam will recite the first takbir and fold his hands. He will then recite takbir and drop his hands to his side. He will do this twice. He will then recite takbir for the last time and fold his hands. This will be followed by Surah Fatiha and a surah, and the Salah will proceed as normal. In the second rakat, after the Surah Fatiha and a second surah, the Imam will make 3 takbirs and drop his hands to the side. On the 4th takbir, he will proceed into ruku and the Salah will proceed as normal. Given the online format of the Eidgah, we shall soon switch over to another location with Sheikh Salim and his Jamaat shortly. As MC, I shall not address you again thereafter, so please let me take this opportunity to wish you and your families Eid Mubarak. Please note that immediately after the Salah and once the khutbah has ended, Sheikh Salim will read the dua. Thereafter, Dr. Fatima Sidat will deliver the vote of thanks and explain how to access and participate in the meet and greet and Eid messages in the Zoom room. So if you have not registered yet, please do register and join us for this Eid community interaction after the formal program. So we now shall prepare to switch over to Sheikh Salim in Bulu. Give us a few moments as we transition to him, to his location. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Eid Mubarak.
You can start, Sheikh.
Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Ar-Rahman Ar-Rahim. Maliki Yawmiddin. إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين. إن الذين قالوا ربنا الله ثم استقاموا تتنزل عليهم الملائكة ألا تخافوا ولا تحزنوا تتنزل عليهم الملائكة ألا تخافوا ولا تحزنوا وأبشروا بالجنة التي كنتم توعدون نحن أولياؤكم في الحياة الدنيا وفي الآخرة ولكم فيها ما تشتهي أنفسكم ولكم فيها ما تدعون نصر من غفور رحيم. الله أكبر. سمع الله لمن حمده. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. آمين. سبح اسم ربك الأعلى الذي خلق فسوى والذي قدر فهدى والذي أخرج المرعى فجعله غثاء أحوى سنقرئك فلا تنسى إلا ما شاء الله إنه يعلم الجهر وما يخفى ونيسرك لليسرى فذكر إن نفعت الذكرى سيذكر من يخشى ويتجنبها الأشقى الذي يصلى النار الكبرى ثم لا يموت فيها ولا يحيا قد أفلح من تزكى وذكر اسم ربه فصلى بل توثرون الحياة الدنيا والآخرة خير وأبقى إن هذا لفي الصحف الأولى صحف إبراهيم وموسى. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. سمع الله لمن حمده. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. الله أكبر. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله. الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله. الله أكبر ولله الحمد. الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله. الله أكبر ولله الحمد. الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله. الله أكبر ولله الحمد. الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله. الله أكبر الله أكبر ولله الحمد. الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله. الله أكبر الله أكبر ولله الحمد. الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله. الله أكبر الله أكبر ولله الحمد. إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونستهديه ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا. نشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له ونشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله أرسله بالحق بشيرا ونذيرا إمام الذاكرين أفضل الصلاة وأتم التسليم. الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله. الله أكبر الله أكبر ولله الحمد. يقول تبارك وتعالى يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله حق تقاته ولا تموتن إلا وأنتم مسلمون. الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله. الله أكبر الله أكبر ولله الحمد. يقول تبارك وتعالى ولتكملوا العدة ولتكبروا الله على ما هداكم ولعلكم تشكرون. الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله. الله أكبر الله أكبر ولله الحمد. يا عباد الرحمن واعلموا أن يومكم هذا يوم عيد. وقال مصطفى صلى الله تعالى عليه لكل قوم عيد فهذا عيدنا. الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله. الله أكبر الله أكبر ولله الحمد. قال مصطفى صلى الله تعالى عليه من قام رمضان إيمانا واحتسابا غفر له ما تقدم من ذنب. الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله. الله أكبر الله أكبر ولله الحمد. وقال مصطفى صلى الله تعالى عليه من قام ليلة القدر إيمانا واحتسابا غفر له ما تقدم من ذنب. الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله. الله أكبر الله أكبر ولله الحمد. يا أحبة الأعزاء أوصيكم بتقوى الله فقد فاز المتقون. يقول عز من قائل ومن يتق الله يجعل له مخرجا ويرزقه من حيث لا يحتسب. الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله. الله أكبر الله أكبر ولله الحمد. أحبة الأعزاء في زمننا هذا يجب علينا صبر جميل ونسأل الله تبارك وتعالى أن يحفظنا من كورونا فيروس، ونسأل الله تبارك وتعالى أن يشفي مرضانا ومرضى المسلمين. وفي يومنا هذا يا عباد الرحمن يجب علينا ندعو الله تبارك وتعالى بمخرج، فإن الله تبارك وتعالى ولي ذلك والقادر عليه. الله أكبر، الله أكبر، لا إله إلا الله، الله أكبر، الله أكبر ولله الحمد. وأنا على يقين بالإجابة، أسأله عز من قائل أن يجعلنا وإياكم من الذين قام شهر رمضان إيمانا واحتسابا. وأنا على يقين بالإجابة، أسأله تبارك وتعالى أن يكشف عنا البلاء، أن يكشف عنا هذا الكورونا فيروس، أن يفيدنا منها، فإنه قادر عليه. أستغفر الله لي ولكم ولجميع المؤمنين والمؤمنات والمسلمين والمسلمات، فاستغفروه إنه هو الغفور الرحيم. الله أكبر، الله أكبر، الله أكبر، لا إله إلا الله، الله أكبر، الله أكبر ولله الحمد. الله أكبر، الله أكبر، الله أكبر، لا إله إلا الله، الله أكبر، الله أكبر ولله الحمد. الله أكبر، الله أكبر، لا إله إلا الله، الله أكبر، الله أكبر ولله الحمد. الحمد لله الذي خلق فسوى والذي قدر فهدى. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده الملك الملوك الحي القيوم، وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله أرسله بالحق بشيرا ونذيرا، إمام الصائمين عليه أفضل الصلاة وأتم التسليم. الله أكبر، الله أكبر، الله أكبر، لا إله إلا الله، الله أكبر، الله أكبر ولله الحمد. الله أكبر، الله أكبر، الله أكبر، لا إله إلا الله، الله أكبر، الله أكبر ولله الحمد. الله أكبر، الله أكبر، الله أكبر، لا إله إلا الله، الله أكبر، الله أكبر ولله الحمد. أمرنا الله تبارك وتعالى بالصلاة والسلام على نبينا محمد، أمر الذي بدأ به نفسه وصلى بملائكته وقال عز من قائل: أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم، إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما. وقال مصطفى صلى الله تعالى عليه: من صلى علي واحدة صلى الله عليه به عشرة. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وعلى آل سيدنا محمد كما صليت على سيدنا إبراهيم في العالمين إنك حميد مجيد. وبارك اللهم على سيدنا محمد وعلى آل سيدنا محمد كما باركت على سيدنا إبراهيم في العالمين إنك حميد مجيد. رضى اللهم عن الخلفاء الراشدين وعشر المباشرين بالجنة أبو بكر وعمر وعثمان وعلي، وعن سائر الصحابة وتابعين لهم بإحسان إلى يوم الدين. الله الله في أصحابي، الله الله في أصحابي، لا تتخذوهم غرضا من بعد، فمن أحبه فبحب أحبهم، ومن أبغضهم فبحب أبغضهم. اللهم ربنا أعز الإسلام والمسلمين، اللهم ربنا أعز الإسلام والمسلمين، وانصر المجاهدين الذين يجاهدون في سبيلك في كل مكان. اللهم ربنا اشف مرضانا ومرضى المسلمين، اللهم ربنا اشف مرضانا ومرضى المسلمين. لا إله إلا أنت يا حي يا قيوم يا عزيز يا أكرم الأكرمين. اللهم ربنا اكشف عنا الباء، اللهم ربنا اكشف عنا الباء. اللهم لك الحمد يا حي يا قيوم يا عزيز يا أكرم الراحمين. عباد الرحمن، أمرنا الله بالثلاثة ونهانا عن الثلاثة، وقال عز من قائل: إن الله يأمر بالعدل والإحسان وإيتاء ذي القربى وينهى عن الفحشاء والمنكر والبغي يعظكم لعلكم تذكرون. اذكروا الله يذكركم وادعوه يستجب لكم، فاذكروني أذكركم واشكروا لي ولا تكفرون. الله أكبر، الله أكبر، لا إله إلا الله، الله أكبر، الله أكبر ولله الحمد. Al-Fatiha. الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين غير المغضوب عليهم ولا اللهم ربنا تقبل منا انك انت السميع العليم وتب علينا يا مولانا انك انت التواب الرحيم اللهم ربنا اعنا على ذكرك وشكرك وحسن عبادتك اللهم ربنا اياك نعبد واياك نستعين اللهم ربنا اهدنا الصراط المستقيم اللهم ربنا اهدنا الصراط المستقيم اللهم ربنا ارزقنا توبه قبل الممات وارزقنا شهاده عند الموت اللهم ربنا ارزقنا في الدوس الاعلى بعد الموت يا مقلب القلوب يا مقلب القلوب يا مقلب القلوب ثبت قلوبنا على دينك يا مقلب القلوب ثبت قلوبنا على دينك يا مقلب القلوب ثبت قلوبنا على طاعتك يا مقلب القلوب لا تزغ قلوبنا بعد إذ هديتنا وهب لنا من لدنك رحمة إنك أنت الوهاب اللهم ربنا تقبل صيامنا اللهم ربنا تقبل صيامنا اللهم ربنا تقبل صيامنا وقيامنا وركوعنا وسجودنا يا حي يا قيوم يا عزيز يا ارحم الراحمين اللهم ربنا اشف مرضانا ومرضى المسلمين اللهم ربنا اشف مرضانا ومرضى المسلمين اللهم ربنا اشف مرضانا ومرضى المسلمين واغفر موتانا وموتى المسلمين يا حي يا قيوم اللهم ربنا اغفر موتانا وموتى المسلمين لا اله الا انت يا حي يا قيوم يا عزيز يا ارحم الراحمين اليك نشتكي يا الله اليك نشتكي يا الله اليك نشتكي يا الله اليك نشتكي يا الله يا مقلب القلوب ثبت قلوبنا يا الله ثبت قلوبنا يا الله ثبت قلوبنا يا الله اللهم ربنا اجعلنا من الصابرين اللهم ربنا اجعلنا من الصابرين اللهم ربنا اجعلنا من الصابرين يا اكرم اكرمين يا الله you have beautiful names يا الله you are the most merciful most kind يا رب العالمين يا الله you are Allah there's none worthy of worship except you يا رب العالمين we submit يا رب العالمين we submit يا رب العالمين we ask you for your forgiveness يا الله يا عزيز يا اكرم اكرمين اللهم يا الله forgive us يا رب العالمين اللهم يا الله forgive us يا رب العالمين اللهم يا الله forgive us يا رب العالمين forgive us يا رب العالمين forgive us يا رب العالمين إنك عفو كريم وتحب العفو فاعف عنا يا كريم يا الله you are forgiving you love forgiving forgive us يا رب العالمين grant us the tawfiq to live and die as Muslims يا رب العالمين يا الله grant shifa kamila to all those who are sick يا الله all those who have been affected by coronavirus يا رب العالمين grant them shifa kamila wa ajra ya akram akramin ya hayy ya qayyum ya Allah grant them shifa kamila grant them shifa kamila and protect each one of us from coronavirus ya rabbil alamin protect each one of us from coronavirus ya rabbil alamin ya Allah guide our leadership ya Allah bless them with the wisdom ya Allah grant them the wisdom ya Allah inspire their commitment and their actions ya rabbil alamin in the fight of this epidemic ya Allah wherever ya Allah people are suffering from corona ya Allah touch them with your healing ya rabbil alamin Ya Allah, there's none worth of worship except you, Ya Rabbil Alameen. There's none worth of worship except you, Ya Rabbil Alameen. Oh, Ya Allah, grant us the tawfiq, Ya Allah. Grant us the goodness, Ya Allah. Goodness now and goodness later, Ya Allah. Protect us, Ya Allah. Protect each one of us from sudden death, Ya Rabbil Alameen. Grant us the death when you are happy with us and not sad with us, Ya Rabbil Alameen. Ya Allah, we remember our teachers, Ya Allah, those who showed us a way to you, Ya Allah. Grant the forgiveness, Ya Rabbil Alameen. Those who have passed on, Ya Allah, through their graves with Noor, Ya Rabbil Alameen. Those who are alive, Ya Allah, grant them goodness, Ya Rabbil Alameen. Ya Allah, I commit all the families, Ya Allah, wherever they are, Ya Allah. Bless them, Ya Allah, with mahabbat, Ya Rabbil Alameen. Ya Allah, all the families, wherever they are, Ya Allah, unite their hearts, Ya Rabbil Alameen. Make them united, Ya Allah. Make them hold each other, Ya Allah. Ya Allah, make them hug each other with prayers, Ya Rabbil Alameen. Ya Allah, Ya Rabbil Alameen. Guide our thoughts, Ya Rabbil Alameen. Inspire our actions, Ya Rabbil Alameen. Grant us the tawfiq to do only that which is good, Ya Rabbil Alameen. You allowed us to fast in the month of Ramadan, Ya Allah. Allow us to be among the forgiven, Ya Rabbil Alameen. You allowed us to fast in the month of Ramadan, Ya Allah. We do not have the ability to stand before you, Ya Allah, but your mercy, Ya Allah, is unlimited, Ya Rabbil Alameen. We ask for your mercy, Ya Allah, Rabbil Alameen. Ya Allah, guide our youth, Ya Rabbil Alameen. Protect them from the fitna we know, and the fitna we know not, Ya Rabbil Alameen. Grant them the addiction of the Quran, Ya Rabbil Alameen. Make the Quran the spring of their hearts, Ya Rabbil Alameen. The light of their shoulders, Ya Rabbil Alameen. The remover of their stress, Ya Rabbil Alameen. The repairer of their stress, Ya Rabbil Alameen. Oh, Ya Allah, accept our du'as, Ya Rabbil Alameen. Grant us eyes which cry for your sake, Ya Allah. Grant us eyes which cry for your sake, Ya Allah. Grant us eyes which cry for your sake, Ya Allah. Grant us forgiveness on this day, Ya Rabbil Alameen. Oh, Ya Allah, grant us forgiveness on this day, Ya Rabbil Alameen. Forgive us, Ya Allah. 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 Oh, Ya Allah, there's none who do worship except you, Ya Rabbil Alameen. On this day of Eid, Ya Allah, we remember the homeless, Ya Allah. Grant them protection, Ya Rabbil Alameen. We remember the naked, Ya Allah, so clothe them, Ya Rabbil Alameen. We remember the oppressed, Ya Allah, so grant them victory, Ya Rabbil Alameen. We remember the sick, Ya Allah, grant them shifa al-kamila, Ya Rabbil Alameen. We remember the dead, Ya Allah, grant them maghfirah wa rahmah, Ya Rabbil Alameen. We remember those who are in need, Ya Allah, fulfill their needs, Ya Rabbil Alameen. Oh, Ya Allah, fulfill their needs, Ya Rabbil Alameen. Oh, Ya Allah, fulfill their needs, Ya Rabbil Alameen. Oh, Ya Allah, purify our hearts, Ya Rabbil Alameen. Protect our actions from Riyah, Ya Rabbil Alameen. Ya Hayy, Ya Qayyum, Ya Aziz, Ya Akram Akramin. Nasaluka mujibat rahma, Ya Allah. Ya Allah, nasaluka mujibat rahma, Ya Allah. In this time of lockdown, Ya Allah, all avenues are closed, Ya Allah, but your doors of mercy are open, Ya Allah. Grant us mercy, Ya Rabbil Alameen. All avenues are closed, Ya Allah. Open your doors of forgiveness, Ya Rabbil Alameen. Open your doors of provision, Ya Rabbil Alameen. Open your doors of hifadat, Ya Rabbil Alameen. Open your doors of mercy, Ya Allah. Accept our duas, Ya Rabbil Alameen. Accept our duas, Ya Rabbil Alameen. Ya Allah, we remember all those who are in bondage, Ya Rabbil Alameen. Free them, Ya Rabbil Alameen. Ya Allah, we may not know what people are going through, Ya Allah, but you know better, Ya Allah. Fulfill them, Ya Rabbil Alameen. Oh, Ya Allah, accept our duas, Ya Rabbil Alameen. Oh, Ya Allah, accept our duas, Ya Rabbil Alameen. إليك نشتكي يا الله، إليك نشتكي يا الله، إليك نشتكي يا الله. Ya Allah, we cry to you, Ya Rabbil Alameen, Ya Allah. The world is on its knees, Ya Allah. Accept our duas, Ya Allah. Ya Allah, be gentle on this ummah, Ya Rabbil Alameen. Ya Allah, be gentle on the ummah of Nabiina Muhammad, Ya Rabbil Alameen. Forgive the ummah of beloved Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, Ya Rabbil Alameen. Be gentle on us, Ya Rabbil Alameen. Increase our iman, Ya Rabbil Alameen. Ya Allah, take us away when you're happy with us and not sad with us. Ya Muqallibul Qulub. Ya Muqallibul Qulub. ثبت قلوبنا على دينك يا الله. 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 إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما.
اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وعلى آل سيدنا محمد وبارك وسلم.
اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وعلى آل سيدنا محمد وبارك وسلم. سبينا وأدعنا غفرانك ربنا وإليك المصير برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين.
الله أكبر الله أكبر.
لا إله إلا الله الله أكبر الله أكبر ولله الحمد الله أكبر الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله الله أكبر الله أكبر ولله الحمد
آمين آمين اللهم أنت بخير آمين
Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Shukran, Sheikh, for a most beautiful dua, as always. Most moving. We look forward every year to your dua. And salam also to all of you again. Mine is to do the vote of thanks. And firstly, I'd like to thank our program participants, and for the first time, our online congregation. We are most especially thankful for our guest speaker, Tasmi Kazi Budania. Also wish to express our gratitude to our MC, Dr. Shamim Budania, and our resident Sheikh, Sheikh Salim Banda, and his family, who graciously invited us into their own home masjid for the Jama'ah of Eid Salah, for the khutba, and for the dua, the beautiful dua he has performed. Thank you too to our sign language interpreter, Sister Asia Isup, for sticking with us through this very interesting and a little bit rocky time. Thank you very much, Sister Asia, for all your support. And for Sister Asia's family, who's also supporting us in the background and supporting her in the background. Thank you too to Ant Farm for their technical assistance, and to Dear Louis for bearing with our very lively WhatsApp chatter. And then a very special thank you to all the hard work behind the scenes by our TIP members, who I can assure you have had some sleepless nights preparing for this during this Ramadan. And then a final thanks to our very technical team of Fahida and Azra Crouch. And I think I must thank the entire Crouch household, who have at some point or the other, I'm sure, been roped into this. Thank you so much. May Allah reward us. May Allah reward all of you. Jazakallah khair for all your efforts. We're at the end of the formalities of the TIP Eidgah, online Eidgah, and next we move into a Zoom room. So please join us there. If you want to chat with us and hang out for a bit, we would love to do that. We'd love to chat with you and talk to you, because that's also the next part of Eid, is just having community and celebrating. So we've created a Zoom room, which will be very shortly on your screens. If you haven't registered already, you can still register and join us in the Zoom room. We'll have some chats. You can talk to us about what you're doing for the day. You can show us if you're wearing special Eid clothes, you can show us your Eid clothes. You can show us your Eid table. You can show us your family. You want to send a message, you want to sing a song, you can do all of that. So please join us in the Zoom room as we're done here. Eid Mubarak, Eid Sa'id to everybody. Have a joyous day. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Ya Nabi, salam alayka, sending peace upon the prophets. Ya Rasul, salam alayka, peace upon all of the messengers. Ya Habib, salam alayka, beloved Prophet Muhammad Salawatullah alayka, peace to you through Allah's angel. Salawatullah alayka. Hazrat Adam, Bibi Hawa, Hazrat Nuh, O Hazrat Yahya, Hazrat Ibrahim, O Musa, Hazrat Ismail, O Isa, Ya Nabi, Salam Alayka, sending peace upon the prophets. Ya Rasul, Salam Alayka, peace upon all of the messengers. Beloved Prophet Muhammad, Ya Habib, Salam Alayka, peace to you through Allah's angels. Salawatullah alayka. جب محمد کا نام آتا ہے رحمتوں کا پیام آتا ہے. جب محمد کا نام آتا ہے رحمتوں کا پیام آتا ہے. لب ہمارے درود پڑھتے ہیں، لب ہمارے درود پڑھتے ہیں، دل ہمارے سلام کرتے ہیں. یاد کرتے ہیں تم کو شام و سحر، یاد کرتے ہیں تم کو شام و سحر. بے سہارے سلام کرتے ہیں. صبا تو مدینے جا کے، صبا تو مدینے جا کے کہنا خدا را آقا لے لو سلام اب ہمارا آقا لے لو سلام اب ہمارا. صبا تو مدینے جا کے، صبا تو مدینے جا کے کہنا خدا را آقا لے لو سلام اب ہمارا آقا لے لو سلام اب ہمارا. سب انبیاء کے امام تم پر ہو لاکھوں سلام. روزے پہ غلام پڑھتے ہیں یہ صبح و شام، روح نکلے پڑھتے پڑھتے، روح نکلے پڑھتے پڑھتے، کلمہ تمہارا آقا لے لو سلام اب ہمارا آقا لے لو سلام اب ہمارا، سبا تم مدینے جا کے، سبا تو مدینے جا کے کہنا خدا را آقا لے لو سلام اب ہمارا آقا لے لو سلام اب ہمارا۔